Hey everybody, welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast. My name is Kim Johnson and I am a master mindset coach, creative strategist, and also happen to be a farmer. This is my chicken coop and I come out here every day to record a podcast, to teach distinctions, possibilities, new ways of thinking, and just bring some joy into the world. So welcome to the coop and let's start your day off in a fantastic way. Hey everybody, good morning. So I am recording this at 4 a.m. I'm in my pantry and I'm sorting through cookbooks. Now you might be saying, why is she doing this at 4 a.m.? Well, here's the thing. The beginning of the year always affords us so many possibilities. And as I've talked about the possibility list, putting things out there, looking at things in a very different way, and not just trying to force yourself to come up with goals, but listing possibilities first is a great way to be able to kind of give yourself a break from feeling like you have to have it just perfect. At least I know I need to do that. And really hunkering down and saying, let me look at this from the standpoint of just collecting ideas. Well, one of the things on my possibilities list that I had as an idea was that 2 times a month, I was going to cook a full meal and be not just like cooking something that I already know how to cook, which I'm very good at assembling sandwiches and putting things together like that. But I'm talking about really like looking for something that is food oriented, like looking at something that is a meal oriented type of thing and not just a snack or a sandwich. So I decided I was going to go through and find very cool different recipes from all my different cookbooks that I've collected. Now, I know it's weird for someone that doesn't necessarily think of themselves as someone that cooks all the time. I like to bake a lot, but cooking, it's always been a challenge. So one of the things that I have decided, I'm going to hunker down into this. This is a big thing for me. 2 times a month, I'm going to cook something I've never cooked before. So if you've ever seen that movie about Julia Childs, when the girl says, okay, I'm going to cook her entire recipe book for the joy of cooking over the course of a year, I'm not going that deep, but I'm definitely going to try different things. One of my favorite chefs, I don't even know if he considers himself a chef. It's Christopher Kimball, and he does Milk Street, and he has a magazine called Milk Street, and Milk Street is actually it's a location, a physical location. 177 Milk Street is in Boston, and I grew up in Massachusetts, and this is, I've walked Milk Street before, and he used to be part of a PBS show. I think they actually are still on PBS, and he was originally part of the Cooks Illustrated group, I believe, and he ended up leaving, breaking out on his own, either here nor there. He's amazing at testing recipes and getting some really, really great things. If you've never looked at his cookbooks, one of my favorite ones is something that's called Cookish. So it's the word cook with ISH on the end. And the recipes in there are simple, clean, easy to use. You don't feel struggling like you've got to have 10,000 things in your kitchen. And if he does call for unique ingredients, you can get them right off their website. So you don't even have to, go around shopping and looking for this stuff. But needless to say, he definitely has some really great recipes. One of the burgers from that book is a pork burger. It takes really no time to assemble. Takes no time to assemble, and it's delicious. Everybody who eats it loves it. So I was, and again, cookish is the simple things, the very simple things. But I'm talking, I really wanted to make different stuff. So as I sit here surrounded by the cookbooks, I have to ask myself, what level do I want to take this to? Am I looking for really complicated things, or am I just looking for things that I enjoy? Am I doing this as a challenge, or am I doing this as supposed to be fun? And the reason I'm sharing all this with you is because even though I had the possibility of I'm going to cook something 2 times a month, you really need to be specific with yourself so that you don't drive yourself crazy with your own goals. I have been there. I have driven myself crazy with my own goals. And part of it is understanding what the true intent of it is. So when I stopped and I paused a few minutes ago and I was like, oh, you know what? This is supposed to be about the joy of this. It's not supposed to be about the challenge of having to cook 6 dishes that go along in this huge meal and like I'm catering with Martha Stewart. No, I'm not doing that. This is supposed to be about joy. So as I go through these pages and I try to pick something, I'm picking from the aspect of, does this bring me joy? Am I going to enjoy this, right? Is this going to be something that I really feel good about doing in the process, not just about torturing myself? So when you're putting your things together for next year, if you're working on your possibilities, your goals, however, whatever you're calling it, please remember, what is the intent behind it? What is the intent behind it? Is it there just to, push me? Am I supposed to be growing? Is it really about just happiness? Dig in, because that's going to give you the key to the level at which you want to do it. All right, my friends, I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.